Welcome back to the Drexel Sports Zone, the show where we recap all things Drexel and Philadelphia sports. I'm your host, Luciano Duffy. Now, let's jump right into it. The Eagles' 2-game win streak was quickly stopped as they fell to the Giants 27-17. This leaves the Birds at 3-5-1. Still first in the NFC East, though. The Eagles simply didn't look good. Their offense didn't play well, their defense didn't play well, and the special teams, honestly, had no flaws. Carson Wentz threw for 208 yards with 0 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. On the ground, Miles Sanders racked up 85 yards, and Boston Scott chipped in a 56-yard touchdown himself. The third-string tight end, Richard Rodgers, led the team with a mere 60 receiving yards. For the G-Men, Daniel Jones threw for 244 yards with 0 touchdowns and interceptions as well. He was their leading rusher once again, rushing for 64 yards and a touchdown, while Wayne Gallman had 53 yards and 2 touchdowns himself. Darius Slayton led the team with 93 receiving yards. The Eagles have to play better if they want to win games down the stretch. I am so over all of these 2-point conversion attempts. I am sick of these goofy packages with Jalen Hurts running the ball. I am sick of veteran guys like Alshon Jeffrey and Jason Peters coming back to the lineup to steal reps from emerging stars like Travis Fulgham and Jordan Mailata. The Eagles' grand lead in the NFC East isn't that big, and these division games feel like they're worth double. The Eagles need to be better with play calling, personnel choices, and practice/preparation here on out. The silver lining for the Birds is that they are continuing to get healthy. Lots of key guys came back last week, and more guys, such as tight end Zach Ertz, are slated to return soon. The Eagles' schedule doesn't get much easier, as their next stretch of games features teams with the likes of the Saints, Seahawks, Packers, and Cardinals, all which are NFC playoff teams at this point. Oh, and they have to travel to play the Browns next week. No, this isn't the Browns that go 0-16. These Browns are currently 6-3 and fighting for a playoff spot of their own. This game will be played in Cleveland, but don't worry about saving pennies for when the Birds return home. On Monday, Philadelphia announced that large gatherings in large spaces have to be kept to under 2,000 people. Consequently, the Eagles came out with their own statement saying that fans will no longer be able to attend home games from here on out. Nothing was mentioned about the postseason, so maybe if the Eagles play better, they can earn their fans back. The 76ers have continued to shake things up. Their biggest move most recently was bringing in Daryl Morey to be the new president of basketball operations. Morey has been an assistant general manager and a senior vice president most recently with the Boston Celtics and Houston Rockets, respectively. Morey brings a Moneyball analytical approach to the Sixers front office. He also comes to the Sixers with the hopes of landing some of the star power that is currently on the Rockets. This is a great hire by the 76ers, and hopeful fans are already picturing James Harden in a Philadelphia jersey in a few years down the line. The NBA released new city jerseys for the 2021 season. I personally like the direction that the 76ers went in. However, the fans' reactions were mixed. A lot of fans were hoping for an updated 2000 black jersey from the 76ers. Instead, this black jersey from the Sixers features more aspects of the city. And by that, I mean Boathouse Row is on their jersey. This is a win for us Drexel's fans, as the Boathouse Row gets some well-deserved shine. I think the only logical move at this point is to get a custom Mario the Dragon 76ers Boathouse Row jersey. Upcoming for the Sixers is the NBA draft and free agency. And we'll give you a recap of the Sixers NBA draft next week. The NHL followed suit with the NBA and released new alternate jerseys for all their teams as well. Sponsored by Adidas, these reverse retro jerseys offer a modern spin on some classic NHL jerseys. The Flyers went with a burnt orange look and drew inspiration from their jerseys in both the 1980s and the 1990s. Like the new Sixers ones, fans were pretty split on how they felt about these jerseys. Again, I personally like them. Sure, it's nothing crazy like what the Anaheim Ducks did, but the pattern is simple and clean. It truly feels like an old school jersey relifted for the 2020s. The Flyers and Wells Fargo are putting on their annual Winter on Broad Street Holiday Lights Spectacular. Running from Black Friday, which is November 27th, through January 3rd, 2021, Winter on Broad Street will provide an immersive, one-of-a-kind experience, offering a winter wonderland of lights, shopping, and dining. Tickets are currently available online. There are lots of holiday games and activities for the whole family to enjoy. The Phillies have offered a qualifying offer to JT Realmuto. And to the surprise of no one, Realmuto declines and will opt to hit free agency. Now there is still a chance for the Phillies to make a play and re-sign him. But let's just say the outlook doesn't look too pretty. In other news, third baseman Alec Bohm was named as an NL Rookie of the Year candidate. He did not take home the trophy as he tied for second place. In his 160 at-bats this season, Bohm had a batting average of 334 with an OPS of 881. He hit 4 home runs and had 24 RBIs to go along with that. Not an award winner this year. However, his bright future may have an MVP award in it. You know who will win some awards at the end of this season, though? That's right, your Drexel Dragons. They have kept their undefeated status as they continue their fall campaigns. Certainly a memorable season for the Dragons. And that's all for the Drexel Sports Zone. I'm Luciano Duffy. We'll catch you next week.